Good afternoon, happy Sunday. This is Sean and I'm back with another video. So before I get into the commentary, I wanted to just show you a good find. Coming back from church, and please pray for me. My very good friend, she lost her dad this morning. I talked to her yesterday. She lives in Iowa and her family is in Detroit. She was driving back home from Iowa last night. Her dad had been put in hospice on Friday. And I got a text this morning that her dad passed away at 6:30, and she was like, I'm going to need you here. So pray for me because I want to be a good friend to my sister. We also are scheduled to watch our grandchildren because my son and his wife are going to Michigan for a wedding. So I can't back out of that. So as much as I want my husband to come with me, I think I'm going to end up doing a solo drive if everything is going to be done this weekend, because I got the call this morning. So pray for me. All right, so I was at Walmart to do some quick shopping, and I don't know about you, but I am hard on my sunglasses. Like, I don't even know. I can pick them up, and then I have this nasty scratch right in the middle of the eye, and I have to toss them. So I don't spend any good money on glasses. And I went by the sunglass place, and I found these glasses. They were $2. Look at these, $2. $2. I had to get them because, like I said, I'm so terrible on glasses. Ooh, ain't these cute? And then I had to get these because, ooh, look at that, $2 fines. So now I can be all jacked up and it won't matter because I've got replacement glasses. Look at that with the pearls on the side. So that's that. All right. So first of all, I am not going to give this video justice in trying to talk about a topic that deserves longer than 13 minutes, okay? So I am just touching base and hitting some points. Shout out to Dee Dee Love. I saw her video this morning. I had commented and I said that I'm going to do a response video on this because it needs it, all right? So again, I don't like talking about content creators, but there has been such a big buzz that we're going to have a teachable moment, okay? So there is a content creator who is all a buzz in our area on the YouTube streets because some would say a subscriber, other people would say a troll has been on her panel, and she is a non-black woman, and she is talking about her opinions, observations of, I guess, black people in general and maybe black women specifically, okay? I have not watched those videos at all. And at this point, I don't even think I need to because I have been watching all the fallout. Now, there have been some people who have been extremely passionate about their feelings about this person talking about black women. Her being a non-black woman, and her seemingly is a foreigner, okay? She's not an American. So there have been a big spectrum of people. Some people are not bothered by it. Some people feel like she can get into the mix. And other people are like, how dare you? You're not black. You don't know anything about black life. And you're going to go and and be a black woman and have a non-black person come on this panel and essentially be disrespectful to our black sisters, okay? I am not shocked about this at all. And really, are you shocked about this? Because from some of the things I've heard her say have been, you know, stereotypical, and a lot of people would say ignorant, but let's just put it on the face value that this person is not black. She is going to be a representative of a non-black, non-American person who gets any and all of her information through media, whether it be the news, TV, or social media. My question is, my black ladies, are you part of the problem or part of the solution? And I'll just put this point out here. Is she off base? She may not be, because we don't really know, or I haven't been paying attention as to where she's getting her information from. Evidently, she likes to be in what we call this sector of YouTube. Is she off base of her perception? Okay, so all of us here who are content creators, YouTubers, a lot of people talk about my brand, my brand, my brand. Okay, well, black women, we have a brand. Okay, and whether we like it or not, there is a branding of us that is, we are loud, we are obnoxious, we flip off at the drop of a dime, we don't have emotional self-control, we're strong, so we'll cuss somebody out and call them everything but a child of God. Is she far off? Because if she's in this sector of YouTube, what has she seen? What is your brand? Has your brand been cussing somebody out at a drop of a dime? I mean, is she not getting a representation of what she's talking about? I don't know. And I'll say this because, I joined the military in 1987, fresh off of the Republican era, Reagan era, right in the dawn of the Clinton era. I'm born and raised in New York in the 80s. Even though it is a melting pot, there was a lot of racial strife. Okay? Now, when I left home and I joined the military, I came into contact with people who were not black, who in some cases never met a black person before until they met me or my counterparts. And so I am now the brand ambassador of what it is to be black and what it is to be a black woman. And so many of my friends would say, it ain't my job to teach them about, black people. Well, let's face it, back in the 80s, when the world was really big and you didn't have 24-hour news and you didn't have 24-hour television, okay, many people who were non-black, non-American, or just non-black and American got their news, got their information of what black people were like through TV and news. Okay, so I'm talking about the 80s before social media, and like I said, when the TV were cut off and you would get the anthem at like 2 in the morning and the news wouldn't come back on until 6. That time, okay? When I would go, and I lived in England and I lived in Korea, through that time I visited France, visited Belgium, visited Germany, and I had a brief time that I lived in Italy. And do you want to know what foreigners thought about Americans? They thought that Americans were violent, and they thought that they were rich. And you want to know why? Because, they thought they were also arrogant and very self-absorbed. And you want to know why? Because the only information they ever got about Americans was the soaps, which was big in the 80s, the news, and we had Falcon Crest, Dallas, and Knots Landing. And that's where they got their information about Americans. Okay? So, we have this person here who is either, some people say a subscriber, other people say a troll. I'm not shocked. Dee Love also talked about Tommy Sotomayor and the Tommy Sotomayors that are here on YouTube. They get their content from a certain type of branding of black women. Now, I've watched Tommy Sotomayor many, many times. Why would you say that? Why would I watch them? The same reason why I watch MSNBC and Fox News. There's no reason for me to not watch one and not watch the other. How would I be a Democrat and not watch the Republicans? Because I need to know what they're talking about and how they feel about us. Okay? As an example. I watch both sides because I want to know what the other side is thinking. Okay? And, you know, I don't even get mad at Tommy Sotomayor because he couldn't have content. He couldn't make content if there wasn't content. And whether you like him or not, the truth of the matter is that those types of channels that have a brand of black women is because there's content out here. There's viral videos, there's regular videos, there's news, there is an image of black women that is not favorable. But we cannot ignore that it exists. So this woman who is, I guess, making the circuit, she now has a platform to talk about us, seemingly. But now she has a place, she has content to talk about us. We can't get mad at someone who says things about us when there's things to be said about us. I know not some, not all, we all know that, but we all know what media does. It takes the most salacious things because, listen, nothing is going viral about a woman who is taking care of her family. Nothing's going viral about a woman who is a single mom and has gone to Harvard and now her kids are also going to Harvard. Those videos aren't going viral like we would like them to. What is going viral is women fighting in the streets. What's going viral is watching a woman cuss out another woman, her sister. What's going viral is watching women being disrespectful to each other, being disrespectful to our black men, being disrespectful to our children. I just saw a video from a content creator, the Mademoiselle, and she was doing a reactionary video of this other thing about child shaming that it seems to be the thing to do of this mom, and she is putting her middle school daughter on blast through social media regarding her doing inappropriate pictures. So she thought that the great parenting thing to do is to shame her. And then now this is out here on social media for her counterparts. And we wonder why we have problems with our children behaving. So, are you a good brand ambassador for the black woman? Because I know that when I step out, whether you like it or not, you are a brand ambassador for being a black woman. And don't even say educated and have degrees, okay? Because they will cuss you out too. Your education and your degrees does not get seen on camera when you are acting a plumb fool. It doesn't. Nobody knows you got a master's. Nobody knows that you got 2 bachelor's degrees when you're busy cussing out somebody else. No one sees that. No one sees that, okay? I know when I step out and I have my hair in its natural state and I am a dark-skinned woman, I know that I have to debunk a brand that is out there about me. Is that what you're doing, my black ladies? So, don't get mad at this person who's a subscriber or a troll. Be mad at the fact that she's got something to talk about. And are we going to be part of the problem or are we going to be part of the solution? So that's all I got to say about that. Thank you, Dee Dee, for your commentary on that. I wish everyone well. Happy Sunday. Let's have a nice, respectful debate on the topic. And take care of yourself and each other. And I will talk to you soon. Bye.